Hello, good morning and welcome back to Life of Dave. We're back down the boat, see what we can get done today. Basically got a load of sanding to do, so I'm not going to film all of it. I've come down the other day and done a little bit as well, so I've still got that to edit. So I'm going to sort of amalgamate the two, fast forward through it and delete loads, but I've got loads of sanding to do. So not the most exciting for watching, but it's got to be done. So I've managed to sand most of this half, so this is pretty much done. I'll probably give it a little nib over. There's a couple of little bits that are going to want a little skim of filler in. I'm talking like wipe it in and out. Bit like I did on a couple of these pinholes here, so you can't even see the filler that I put on, but I just covered the holes, so the holes have been filled, but you can't see the filler that I put on, so it will want a little nib over before I put the gel coat on, because it's got to be sanded before you can put anything else over the top. But we've still got this half to sand around this half of the window. This half is pretty much there. Again, it needs a bit of filler. It's got a few little wobbles there, so I'm going to have to build that up with a bit of filler. It's too rough, if I paint that like that, it'll look wobbly. It'll look how it did before, basically, and I don't want that. I want it to look nice and smooth. That bit's a little bit wobbly. This bit's nice, but I did half do this before. This bit down the middle I've still got sand through because this was fillered, but I didn't have quite enough filler, so then I dabbed it in gel coat to cover it over on the last few bits. Basically this side hadn't gone off quite as much as this side because I obviously laid this side up first, so this was curing. Done that side, and then when it comes to the end of the day, before I went off, I wanted to get it gel coated or fillered, preferably fillered, but it weren't set enough. So this side was still a little bit jelly-like. It was half set, but if you scraped a filler over it, you could see it was pulling some of the fibres. So that was no good. So I was able to brush it with gel coat, but I couldn't scrape it with filler. Anyway, so I've got this side to sand and get this smoothed out. This bit in the middle still needs a little bit more. That's not thin enough yet. I want to get this back until I'm hitting the glass that I put on. So the filler's just filling the pits in the glass. There's a couple of little digs in it that will need a couple of little skims next time I mix some up. And then we've got this lot to glass, but I want to concentrate on just finishing this sanding first. Get this all knocked back, all round the windows done. Fillered and re-sanded. That's what I've got to do, is get that all on. So if I can get this sanded today and get some filler on before I leave, that'll be great. And then it just means sanding it down nice and flat next time I come down. I don't want a massive build up of filler. I just want to get it to smooth out. I'm not going to put any in these little grooves here, because what that needs, I need to get my hoover, clean out that crack. There's a gap there where the glass wasn't quite tight against there. As the weight of the glass fell back, it just pulled it away there. There might be a couple of other little spots that are like that, can't really see, but that needs to be cleaned up round there with a hoover. Clean it all out, acetone it, and then what I'll do is I'll stick some bonding paste in there. I'm not going to grind that out and re-glass that, because this is a nice solid sheet of glass there. I'll just put a little bit of the bonding paste behind there to fill that gap, and we'll sand this edge smooth so that it's nice and square, because at the moment it's a little bit rough. So we just need to get that smooth, but ideally I need the window out for that, and I can run the sand around it, square it all up and make it all look nice. I want it so it looks nice and square and even, and not all ripply and horrible. I want to look at my boat and think, yeah, that looks nice, not I wish I'd have done that better. So, anyway, enough waffle. We've got to get on with some sanding. So I'm going to film a little bit of it, but not all of it, and then we'll make this a nice short one, because I've still got a load of editing to do from last week. I've done loads of sanding, loads of glassing and all the rest of it. I'm still editing videos. Right, let's crack on. Okay, so what I want to do is sand this down, working my way across, but I want to sort of sand it so that it's finished, like as low as I want it, before moving across. I don't want to just end up sanding the whole thing in one go. Just concentrate on an area, gradually moving my way through it, here comes the rain. There's a few little pits in the filler up there, but I'm hitting glass there and there, so that's a low spot. I don't want to grind too much of the glass away. So I know this filler's really thin, so I'm happy to just wipe a small smear over there to fill any imperfections afterwards. Because I know I've not got any build up of filler, you know, I can see the glass. So that's not too bad. So I'm only going to go so far with it before it needs filling and sanding again, really. That will be quicker than trying to grind it away. And like I say, there's not much point in putting the glass up there and then taking it all back so that I'm almost through the glass again. I want to be able to see the glass but not weaken it. I think that's about as low as I'm going to get it, really. So we'll go around the window in here and blend all this in a minute. I'm just going to try and see if we can finish this bit and work my way around. Okay, that's the glass sanded where I folded it under this lip. Gonna have to refiller it though. This was all faired up, but of course after I've glassed this, I've got to lose this edge into that as well. Just in case I sleep with my head up that end, I don't want to be looking up there thinking, wow, that looks a mess. Oh no, it's there. So I've got that sanded under there. I've got that sanded up there. Yeah, so I've got some little pit holes and bits and pieces up there. I've flashed over all this with a sander as well, taking out all these little polka dot holes that are in it. There's a few that need filling here still. They're too deep to sand out. I'll end up with a big dip there. But at least I can see the glass through most of the filler. You can always just see a drip. Hope not. These windows aren't bolted in. We've got to be careful that the rain don't come in. The cover keeps the rain out when I'm not working on it, but when I am working on it I really need the lighting. So the cover is off and the windows are exposed. I pulled off the silicone around here the other day so I could get on with the sanding. I saw I was to see a drip then. I heard it. Yeah. Well, can't see anything dripping. Right, okay, so I've still got this middle bit and round this window to sand, so I'm going to get on with that. Low spot there. Bobbly bits. Yeah, it's all going to need filler in. Round here where I put the gel coat. Gel coat's not thick enough, which is why I wanted to cut out a sanding phase by going straight to fairing. Unfortunately this wasn't dry enough all round, so I've done this bit first, faired that. This was all still a bit wetter than that. This side a bit drier, but yeah, here's what it is. Take a little bit more off there. Now I'm hitting the glass there, so I don't want to take too much off. I think I'll have to put some bonding plates down this edge. I'll probably use the bonding plates around most of this to get that lip on the window back, rather than the softer fairing compound, because I don't want it chipping and cracking where it's near the edge. I think the bonding paste will be stronger, give me a better finish. More expensive, but I think it will give me a better finish. We'll see. I could just use that literally around the edge bit, the small areas, and then cover it with the normal fairing compound.
However, I'm running out of fairing compound, and I went online to get some more, and it's out of stock. Darn it. In the meantime, I've got lots of sanding to do. So. I love sanding. Woohoo! Oh, the worst of it is after doing all this, I've got to clean out and put more filler on so I can sand it again. Yay! Get this done. Now I've got to glass this lot in, filler it and sand that lot. I'm going to do that after I finish this. Get all this done ready first. I'm not starting any more glassing until I finish this. Get this sanding out of the way. So we're nearly there anyway. So we've got this bit here to sand. I'm up to sort of here-ish. Very hard to see what I'm doing here if the sun comes through the window. That was a drip. There it is. The rain's getting heavier. I've got a drip coming in. Darn it! So I don't want that getting on my paper. And I've got the boat getting wet. So oh, I just see another one. Yeah, I have to pull the cover over. Oh, that was fantastic, that was. Woo! Oh, yeah. Well, not only did I get soaked walking outside, but as I ducked under the cover, it was full of water, and it all emptied down the back of my neck. Yeah, great. Thank you. Right, so I've left the bottom of the windows exposed, covering the top, so hopefully the water won't come in anymore. We don't tend to come upwards. The window's fixed on the outside of the boat, and the water's coming in between it at the top. Such a slow, boring process. It's all got to be done though. I can't paint over this with anything. Can't put fairing compound over it or anything. It's all shiny. It won't stick. It will just peel off. If you filler over that, it will just break off. I've used the light reflecting off of the yellow sander. I can actually see what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm doing one mix and I'm going home. Whether it covers what or not, you know what I mean, here and all there. I'm just doing this and then I'm off. It will cover what it covers and I'm not doing any more. So Sunday morning, next time I'll be down, it'll be Tuesday, so this will be all set up. It will need sanding. Hopefully it won't take too long. because I've got to then mix up some of the other fairing compound. Hopefully I've got enough. And we'll have to go over the rest of it, filling in all the little pits and voids. That's a little shy. I don't like to mix it up too strong because I like a bit of working time. But you've got to have enough in it. You don't want to come back and it ain't got off. Okay, right, let's get some of this round there. So I've only acetoned round the windows. What I want to do is just build that up around the edge of the windows. This stuff's quite a strong bond, so less chance of it breaking up and crumbling. I'll just run out, I think. It's not too bad, so I need a lot. This side's not too bad either, so again, don't need a lot there. A couple of little bits. There we go. Beautiful. That's pretty good. Take a second of sand out, and that might be all that needs. Just one skim. I don't have to go over that with the other fairing compound. We'll see. See what that comes out like when it's set. Right, that's me done. Get out of here. Right, that's me Sunday down the boat done. Got done what I wanted, all the sanding done. I've managed to put some fairing around the windows as well. So, as always, thank you for watching Life of Dave, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.